वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरमात्मने नमः। श्रवणं कीर्तनं विष्णु स्मरणं पादसेवनम् अर्चनं वन्दनं दास्यं सख्यम् आत्मनिवेदनम्। 9 expressions of love. Or 9 ways to reach God. 9 ways to purify your mind. 9 ways to increase the love in your heart. 9 ways to become happy and fulfilled in life. Starts with Shravanam. You know, we have 5 sense organs of perception: seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, feeling. Which one got left out? Tasting, hearing, all 5 over, right. Now, which do you think is the most powerful? 2 of them are very powerful, and that is seeing and hearing. And from this also, actually speaking, hearing is even more powerful than seeing. And that is why the first thing that, Shanti mantra we chant, Bhadran karnebhi shrunuyama devaha. May I hear auspiciousness. Bhadram pashye makshabharyajatraha. Second is, may I see auspicious. The rest they did not say, may I taste auspicious, etc., etc. No. These 2 were mentioned first. Why? For the simple reason, they are the most powerful and affect your mind the most. You and I are speaking because we can hear. If you go to a deaf and dumb institution, people who have challenged this, you will find most of them, I was shocked, when I went to this institution, and most of them, they said their speaking was completely normal. Nothing was wrong with their vocal cords at all. And that is why this deaf and dumb always goes together. Yes or no? Why? For the simple reason, if you don't hear, you can't. Oh, that reminds me of some very funny this. There's one girl of mine, she was relating this, and she's a doctor, so she says, I never spoke till I was about 3 years of age, and everything I used to gesticulate and My mother used to understand him. And then they went to the doctor and they found nothing wrong, ever. The doctor was, they were worried, okay, what's wrong with the child, and they got all the possible tests done and all, nothing wrong with the vocal cords, nothing. She's not speaking, bas. And she would just gesticulate, make everyone understand everything through gestures, but not speak a word. Then they were like, what is happening? What's happening? Then somehow, when she was 3 years of age, she went to her Dadima's place to stay for the vacation time, and maybe it was an extended vacation or whatever, or something. So she stayed for about 3 months continuously, and when she came back, she was talking completely normal. I said, what is this? What happened over there? So ત્યાં પૂછાયું કે what did you do? How did this happen, and why is she talking normally? તો કે અમે તો કાંઈ નથી કર્યું. We just talked to her, that's all. And then they found, see, the mother, I know them personally, is a very, very quiet person. She just would not speak. The father would get up early morning, he was a doctor, so he would go away. Before the child woke up, the father is gone. By the time the father has come back, the daughter is fast asleep. The mother never spoke and the father never was there. So the child has never heard what? Anyone speaking. So she never spoke. She went to her grandmother's house, and there the grandmother was a very nice, normal grandmother. And so she kept on hearing, and she kept on, and she was normal. And please, after hearing this, all the husbands, please go home and thank that wife of yours, whom you all the time say, "Bau bolej, bau bolej, bau bolej." Go and thank her because she talks, your children talk. Have you understood? Bolo. Kaddi emne kehta ke bau bolej. Go and say thank you today. સ્વામીજી છોકરા સાથે બોલે તો વાંધો નહીં, અમારી સાથે બોલ કરે છે, અમે તો શીખી ગયા જ બોલવાનું. We don't understand that how important is what? Shravanam, hearing. And what we hear is what we are going to speak, and what we speak is what we are going to hear. We hear first, others hear afterwards. And what happens? What do we normally hear in the world? Narad Bhakti Sutra says it very nicely. He says what? Nastika, Vairi, Kami. Don't hear things from such people. Nastik people. Nastik? Atheists, simple translation, atheists, people who don't believe in God or always cursing. If you keep on hearing all this, what will happen in your mind is ashraddha. And we do this all the time, actually speaking nowadays. It's more and more, especially young people. It's a fashion not to believe in God. Yes or no? It's cool to be what? I don't believe. And especially our Hindus. Ha ke na? Koi boltu nathi? It is. It's a fact. Go and find out. Go to any school. Go to any, they will never. Gharyan baddu karse, but they won't have the guts to say, I believe in school. Yes or no? Go talk to your children, find out. I remember a very classic case, one of you only, I'm not saying who. They know me very well. As a child, I was been with. And once, that person, I was in the airport, and that person was traveling with me. A young boy, and his friend came. Now he's with a Swami. Now he's feeling terribly ashamed to be what? If it was some young, fancy. Now he's caught red-handed with a orange-clad. And he was like, trying to, and he doesn't want, because he loves me enough, he doesn't want to disown me like that, but at the same time, he's hoping, and it was a girl, and this was a boy, so he's hoping that that girl won't look this side also, so no, to that. So when you are with a lot of ashraddha, people with ashraddha, or they think that is to be cool, then what happens in your mind? What happens? If Nastik, Shravana, if you keep doing, then what will happen? In our heart, ashraddha keeps growing. So be careful, okay? Change the conversation. Even if they are friends, change the conversation. Let's talk something else. Full stop. Don't get into discussions trying to this, When our faith is also not very strong, don't get into conversations. You say you go and talk with my Swami, not with me. And let them come. They won't come first of all. And if they come, pachi dekha jayega. Shravanam. So, Nastika, Vairi. People with a lot of hate in their heart are talking about all these things, If you keep on listening to those negative things, in your heart there will be what? Dislike and hate. Vairi charitram na shravaniyam. If you keep on listening, I'm telling you, okay, a very, very simple thing. You have, let us say, love or faith or whatever with me or in me, and then you just have to meet someone and says, તમને ખબર છે સ્વામીની વિમલાનંદ? ના, હા, હું તો બહુ સારી રીતે ઓળખું છું. અરે તમને ખબર નથી, એ તો અહીંયા ખાલી 7 દિવસ માટે, એના પછી શું કરતા હોય તમને શું ખબર હોય? પછી કે ના ના, કોને શું શું કરે? ના, અરે તમને ક્યાં કહું, તમારે તો આટલી શ્રદ્ધા છે, શું કરે ખોટું કહું? ના ના, કહો શું કરે છે, પછી શું કરે છે? એવું નથી, આમ તો સારા જ છે. બસ આટલું, if this much is said, I am telling you, they have put the worm of ashraddha in your mind. Is it true or not? After that you won't need, but you will be like, I don't know. This is the power of what? Shravana, gossip, or anything for that matter. The minute you hear one sentence is all you need to hear. Our mind etlu kachu che, our mind is so kacha. Okay, the minute something like that happens, our faith goes out. So remember, this is extremely what? Powerful. So what should you be listening? What should you be listening? About virtues, about glory. And I tell you, worldly fine, the worldly people listening to all the great things that they do is good. Inspiring incidents of the lives of great people, fantastic. And when we say hearing, we also mean reading, okay? Because that's also, one is called the spoken word and the other is the written word. It's the same thing. So listening, reading, all this should become what? It should be bhadram. It should be, and who is the most auspicious in the whole world? Bolo, Bhagavan. And that is why it is said, Vishnoho Shravanam. What should you be listening to? The glories of Bhagavan, the leelas of Bhagavan, the gunas of Bhagavan, the dham of Bhagavan, his place, his sports, his name, etc., etc. When we keep on doing Shravanam, then what happens? The mind slowly becomes pure. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Bol. What you speak, you hear. What you hear, you speak. The biggest influences in the life of people is what your parents speak. Your teachers speak. Many times people keep telling me, Swamiji, now TV influence. I say no. This is a very wrong notion that we have. What you hear from the TV, what you hear from peers, only remains a fad. What? What you pick up from the TV, etc., is fads. And fads, by their very nature, go away. They don't remain. They cannot remain. But what remains is the what? The words of the parents. Because when they speak that, their attitude and their words become your attitude and your words. How often it has happened? I'll just prove this point to you. Remember your grandmothers and your great-grandmothers if you can. You will never ever have heard the word I am busy from them. Yes or no? હા ના બોલતા રહેજો ભાઈ, તમે લોકો પછી ઊંઘી ગયા જ કે જાગો જ મને કેવી રીતના ખબર પડે. You have never heard that word before. And believe me, they had 10 times more work than you had, for the simple reason they had 10 children. Understood? They had 10 children. They cooked. They ground. They got water. And after all of that, and then they didn't have half the gadgets you had. They did so much, and still they had time for so many things. Going to someone's house and so papad karva, athanu karva. They had the time, but they never, ever, ever spoke the word I am busy. And now, what do you have to do? Parr, chutney is over. Parr, the washing machine is washing. Swamiji, તમને ખબર નથી, washing machine માંથી બહાર કાઢવા પડે. પછી એને and we count each of these little things which should never be counted as things to do. Yes or no? And then we say, oh, I'm so busy, so busy. Doing what? And what happens? The same thing the children say. What is it? I have so much of homework. Everyone had homework. Who didn't have homework? Is it true or not? મારે બેગ પેક કરવાની છે. Very busy, I tell you. Are you understanding what I'm speaking? The language of the parents became the language of the child. The attitude of the parent became the attitude of the child. How strong is that influence? And that is going to last all your life. You understand that? This thing of doing nothing and thinking you're doing everything. This is not called doing something. Samjha ke nahi? And that's all then our life is. We are never get involved in anything which is meaningful, great, divine, beautiful. Because life is all full of what? Backpack karwani chhe. No great work comes out of us. Because this is what we hear, this is what we speak, and this is what we do. Shravanam. Okay. In and through all the work that the gopis did, they remembered God. Is it true or not? There was no separate time to remember God. And because when they met each other, what did they do? Shravanam. And they spoke about it and they heard. That is why Shravanam and Kirtanam go very well together. Kirtanam is what? Whatever you hear, you speak about. So 2 important things that must come in life is what? Read and listen to the glories of God. Great things, great noble actions and all. It inspires us. It makes us want to do something greater in life and not just live a very, very mundane. Because if you keep talking and discussing about mundane things, that's all we do. Is it understood? We can't talk only about the mundane thing. કે આ છે ને આમાં મીઠું નાખે ને તો આમાં બહુ ફાઇન ટેસ્ટ આવે. તમે this is okay to talk. I'm not saying don't talk this thing, but it should not be only such conversations. Is that very clear? Yes or no? We land up talking such ordinary, mundane things all the time. Yes or no? Even between each other, what do we talk? ખાઈ લીધું? ઊંઘી જાઓ. ઉઠવાનું છે. There's no deep, significant, meaningful. તમે ફોન પર શું વાત કરો છો? I tell you that mobile is the most. ફ્રીજમાં સેકન્ડ એના પર ભાતની પાછળ દાળ મૂકી છે. જો તને ના મળે ને તો પછી બીજા ડ્રોરમાં હશે, પછી 5 મિનિટ પછી પાછો ફોન કરે, મળી ગયો. What great divine. You check your mobile and see what we talk, to whom we talk, the same 5 people, the same old things. There's no great things being heard. If I'm not going to hear good things and great things, how am I going to make my mind great? How am I going to? Samjha? Bolo. Ordinary minds will do ordinary great things, ordinary so-called great things, not even great things. Shravanam. And that is why, okay, fine, સ્વામીજી અમને બધું જ આવડે છે, અમને બીજું કંઈ આવડતું નથી, એને માટે સત્સંગ કરવાની જરૂર પડે છે. યુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ વાય? સ્વામીજી તમે આવો છો ને ખોટા ટાઈમે આવો છો. I wanted to come. સ્વામીજી એવું નથી કે અમને બધું સારું સાંભળ કોને ના ગમે, પણ છે ને સ્વામીજી 100 silly. If you hear those reasons why they don't come, and you come all the way from India and they can't come from, is it true or not? સ્વામીજી આ છે ને ઓશવાલ સેન્ટર છેટું પડી જાય, દૂર પડી જાય. તમે ક્યાં રહો છો? You understand? Such little things make it what? Ekdam. And then what happens is, see, by our own self we are not able to hear great things, and then we don't give ourselves what? Opportunities to hear great things, and what happens? Life remains just so mundane and ordinary. They say Shravana Matrena, just by Shravana. The classic example is of Parikshit. Have you heard about Parikshit? What a great person, what a great soul. Parikshit was in the womb of Uttara, Abhimanyu's wife. Abhimanyu is Arjuna's son. The 5 other children of Draupadi were already killed by Ashwathama. You all know the story. The only remaining heir to this great Pandavas was who? What? Abhimanyu also was killed, and was this Parikshit. He was in the womb of his mother. Ashwathama said, if I kill what? This child, what happens? They are destroyed. And he was always had this thing because Dronacharya, his father, got killed. So he always said that, why my father? I'm going to take revenge, okay? So Ashwathama had terrific powers because Dronacharya is a great person, gave all those powers to his son. So Ashwathama shot the Brahmastra. Brahmastra is the weapon of Brahmaji, and that is Amogha. It will do its work. So shot that astra to kill the womb. And remember, they had that sort of an ability that the mother will not die, only the baby would die. So shot this Brahmastra, and naturally when Uttara came to know that this has been done, she called out for whom? Krishna, because in their life Krishna was everything. So Krishna, protect, Bhagwan, protect. And what happened? Bhagwan Krishna, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, fully armed. He put his Basuri aside. He's saying, Amna Vasali'nu kam nathi, Amna senu kam che. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma was there and protected Uttara's, this fetus in Parikshit. And in the womb of the mother, the child knows what is called in vitro experiences. You can get those experiences. They know. Nowadays, okay, Dr. Brian Weiss, have you all heard? Many masters, many this. In one of his he talks about these experiences of children in the womb of the mother. હવે એ કરશે ને ડૉક્ટર કરશે ને તો આપણે માનશું, ભાગવતમાં હશે તો એટલે મેં આ એક્ઝામ્પલ આપ્યું, not because I wanted to talk of Dr. Brian Weiss, but that you will understand better because it is scientific. So there you are. What happened? Here he was protected by Bhagwan Vishnu protected him. He saw, here is this person, he doesn't know who it is, Parikshit. But when he came out of the womb of his mother, when he was born, he kept looking out. All the time he kept on saying, hey, where is this person who protected me for 9 months when I was in the womb of my mother? Where is this guy? Where is he? Where is he? And he kept on. He's looked at, not this guy. No, not this one. No. He kept looking out, and that is why his name became what? Parikshit. जो परीक्षा करता है वो परीक्षित हो गया. He kept on testing, is this the person? Is this the person? Is this the person? He became Parikshit, became a great king. And his kingdom, what happened? Dharma ruled. And to that extent, the minute Bhagwan Krishna had left this earth, in that particular incarnation, Kali Yuga started coming in. You all know that story. But in the kingdom of Parikshit, Dharma ruled. So Kali Yuga came pleading to whom? Parikshit. And said, please, give me a place to stay. In your kingdom, I have no place. Don't do that. He says, no, you are a terrible guy, and you keep troubling everyone, and I don't want. Kali Yuga means, Kali means klesh. Klesh means quarrel, means conflict. Okay? And is that not the predominant thing happening everywhere in the world today? Yes or no? In the home, in the society, between countries, there is always what? Conflicts, clashes. Everywhere you see that. Now, what happened? I saying, no, I'm not going to allow you to enter into my kingdom. You stay out. He pleaded and he says, okay, give me a place where, a couple of places where I can stay, where I'm not harmed. And he asked for these places. You all know the story. He asked 4 places he got. Which are the 4 places? Meat, mounsam, then drinks, gambling, and what? Womanizing. 4 places. And so many quarrels start with that. Yes or no? Because in eating meat, there's violence, lots of it. When there is violence, there's what? Is it true or not? Prostitution. All these 4 places are full of what? And that guy was very smart, that's Kali Yuga. He says, see, these are all places where decent people will not enter. So I will always be considered as what? I only get indecent places to stay. Please give me one decent place to stay. And Parikshit said, no way. I want decent people to be saved from you. And so I'm not going to allow you to stay in any decent place. He pleaded a lot and he said, give me one more place. And he asked for gold. He said, let me stay in gold. And Parikshit didn't realize what he was asking for. He says, okay. And what did Kali Yuga do? Immediately he was wearing a gold crown, went and sat there saying, Abhi, now I am the master. And is it true or not? Paisa ne mate ketla quarrels thai ke na thata. Gold means what? All this violence is happening in your country for what? For what? It's all for a lot of times, all this. So therefore, this. He came and he sat down. Then what happened? Parikshit went hunting. He used to go normally. And then when he went, he became tired and he was hungry and thirsty. And, in that state, he went to the ashram of a great saint. He was sitting in meditation. And he went there because of his thirst and this. Otherwise, he was very polite. He would understand what to do, how to behave with saints and sages. But this hunger and thirst and tiredness, made him not think right. And he told this, give me water to drink. And that saint was in deep meditation. He didn't hear him. He thought that he's pretending. And what did he do? There was a dead snake lying around. He picked up the snake and put it on the neck of that great saint as he was meditating. Insulted him. That man didn't know, that saint didn't know he was sitting in meditation. He went away. Parikshit went away, and the saint's son came there, and he saw, who dared to do this to my father? Whoever has done that, within 7 days, this poisonous snake called Takshak will come and bite him, and he shall die. And those days, no, if there's curse, those cursed worked. Because then, what? Speech had that power. Now if we say, go to hell, nothing is going to happen. Someone said, go to hell. The other person said, I'll meet you there. Bye. કોઈ કાંઈ અસર જ નથી થવાની કાંઈ. But at that time, those words are so powerful. That's what I'm saying. If you keep those words, you talk great things all the time, truthful, etc., virtuous things, then the speech gets a unbelievable power. And what happened? They came to know that it was Parikshit. Parikshit came to know that this is the curse given on him. He had gone back to his kingdom and he came to know this. Now, normally when such a thing is there, what do we say? Aatli bhul thai gayi hai, I was tired. We always justify. Is it true or not? In my place, if anyone was there, he also would have done the same thing. And I'm sorry. And why do you have to make it such a big thing? He didn't say any of that. He had enough influence for him to have been pardoned in some way, or at least mitigate some of the effect of this curse. He didn't say that. He says, I did a terrible thing. What did I do? How could I have done something so silly, so bad? I deserve this whole thing. I deserve this punishment. I deserve much more. In fact, that saint is good enough to just say this. The father, when he woke up and he came to know that this son of his has cursed, he says, why did you do this? He's such a great soul. He's saying, now it's done, it's done. The words are going to come true. Parikshit, the minute he came to know that there are only 7 more days to live, what did he do? What would you do? What would you do? Swamiji, wo ghabrao nahi humne. What did he do? He said, he gave his entire kingdom away to his son Janmejaya and said, now is the time for me to devote my entire time to what? The Lord. He sat at the banks of the river Ganga, and who came? See, if my demand is strong and if I have this sort of an urge, the supply shall come. If the demand is great, the best supply shall come. If my demand is third class supply also will come. Our demand is all like the thing, and that's what we get. Never blame the supply. Always blame the what? Demand. Never blame the supply. If you want spirituality as a product, you will get it as a product. Have you understood that? And that's what most of us want. We want some jhatka. Am thai jasa. Is it true or not? We only buy spirituality. Even spirituality we buy. Like everything else in the world, we think we can buy that. And what happens? That's all we get. He didn't have that. He said, I want the best. I want nothing but God. And what happened? None other than the greatest of great, Shukdev Maharaj came. What to talk of Shukdev Maharaj? If I go, it become a story by itself. The great Brahmagnani, Bhagavan Vedavyasa's son, Shukdev Maharaj, the embodiment of Jnana Vairagya, the embodiment of Bhakti, the embodiment of every greatest of great virtues, came to Parikshit. He didn't have to go searching for a great teacher. That great teacher came to him. Have you all understood? And 7 days, 7 nights. Now, Parikshit knew he was going to die. Shukdev Maharaj didn't say, okay, fine, let us do something by which apaduchana curse patu jai. No. He said, let's go beyond this curse. That reminds me of this very great saint called Akhandanand Maharaj. I don't know how many of you have heard. He was from Vrindavan, very great soul, of course, quite a few years back. He attained Mahasamadhi. His grandfather was a very, very great astrologer. And he had seen his grandsons this, and he would have lived only for 19 years. Only 19 years. So by 17, 16 years, he knew that I'm going to be living only 19 years. So he went, to many saints. And he said, look, this is it. What do I do? One saint told him, I will take you beyond time. Are you willing to do that? Where death will not affect you. Do you want to do that? And he says, yes. And then he went on the path of Vedanta and Brahmagnana and attained moksha. And he lived for 75 years. See, he had attained immortality not by attaining 75 years, but he attained immortality by knowing the supreme immortal truth. Have you understood the difference? Yes? You would think the greater thing is, the greater chamatkar is what? That he lived for what? 75 years. That was the very minor thing. I hope you realize that. Samjha ke nahi samjha? Nahi samjha. But what would a normal person think? What is the miracle? Ke he death ne 19 years se pata hi nahi 75. No, that he attained immortality was the thing. And how did he attain that? Shravanam. Now you understand. Parikshit sat at the banks of the, and great sages came, because Shukdev Maharaj was going to do katha. Not an ordinary person, Shukdev Maharaj. All great sages and saints and everyone came and listened to that great katha. And on the 7th day, what happened? Parikshit attained moksha. The Takshak came. All those were side issues. Takshak came, bit him, all that. That is not the thing. The point was, he attained immortality before Takshak ever came to him. Okay. સ્વામીજી, તમારી વાત છે ને, મને બહુ સ્ટોરી બહુ ગમી ગઈ. મને પણ 7 દિવસની નોટિસ મળશે ને તો હું આવી રીતના ગંગા તટે હમણાંથી બુક કરી રાખું છું, જગ્યા ને બધું એ કરીને. My dear, all of us have got a 7-day notice. We are all going to die in 7 days. Swamiji, please, na bolo ne. How many days are there in a week? You will die either on a Monday, or a Tuesday, or a Wednesday, or a Friday, or a Saturday, or a... Is it true or not? Is there an 8th day made for you? All of us, no exception, one of these days we are going to die. So what should we do? Very, very beautiful this is. Guruji was recently saying, he's saying in our life, in doing the routine and the urgent things, we forget doing the important things. Will you remember this? What? Yad karo. So, in doing the routine and the urgent things, we forget doing what? The important things of life. We just forget. This is again my favorite story. There was a very great teacher. You may have heard it from me. Anyways, pachu સાંભળવાનું શું વાંધો છે? સારું વસ્તુ જ સાંભળો જ ને. A very great teacher. And great teachers never teach subjects. Please remember that. They teach about life. And subjects are only mediums to teach about life. So this great teacher was teaching. He was very good. He completed his curriculum, and this was the last talk of his to his students. And he says, okay, today you all are not sitting in the classroom. He used to do all sorts of things, to give them beautiful lessons. Let's go out. And there some strange things all were lying around in the big ground. So what is all this? This is, no, wait, listen. There's a big, huge, very, very, very big container. And there were lots of footballs and everything lying around. So he says, fill this entire container with as many footballs as you can. So they all put lots, and they could fit at least 50, 60, 70 of those, and just full. This is completely full. Can you put anything else in this container? They said, no, it's all full. It's full. He says, think a little more. You can. They thought and said, yes, yes, yes. There were small ping pong balls. So between the big footballs, you could insert those. So they took all of them. They put all of that, as many as in the lots and lots of those smaller balls between the big balls. Okay, then he's saying, is there anything else that can fit in? So they looked around. They said, oh, there's small pebbles. So between the little kankri, filled. Is there anything else that can be put? So they looked around. Oh, there's a lot of sand. So between those pebbles, they put a lot of, filled it up completely, shook it like that. Is there any space at all? One bright child said, yes. But you can still put water. It will permeate the sand. The porous between this. And it was full. It was overflowing. Is there anything more that you can put? He says, no. He says, look, if you had put the sand and the pebbles and the water first, could you have fitted the big balls and the smaller balls? Yes? It was only because you first put the big balls, then you could put the smaller, and then the smaller, and the smaller, and the smaller. Similarly, in our life, if we don't put the big important things and fill it up with the small, mundane kankri, that's all that will be there in our life. Have you understood this? Bolo. Shravanam. If you don't get time to listen to these important things in our life, then our life will only be filled with what? All this. Parikshit said no. For him, there was no routine, urgent and important. There was only that most important thing. And therefore, he did what? Shravanam. And what did he do Shravanam of? The glories of Bhagavan. Okay. Because nowadays, only if you sell it in this way, will you do it. When you say Jai, your energy level increases. Every cell of your body becomes, and your aura becomes better. The violet increases and merges with the total violet. When you say Jai, your heart and your good cholesterol becomes better. Are you convinced? Yes or no? Bolo Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki. See what a burst of orange and violet. I tell you, everything they have to sell it like a product. Is it true or not? If you put this plant, તમારી અહીંયા એનર્જી વધી જશે. તમે આમ કરશો તો તમારે અહીંયા તબલા અહીંયા વાગવા મળશે. આમ કરશો તો તમારે અહીંયા વાઇબ્રેશન સારા થશે. અને એમ કહીએ કે ભગવાનનું નામ લો શાંતિથી, ભગવાન ખુશ થશે. સમજ્યા કે નહીં? ભગવાનને ખુશ કરવા જ કે વાઇબ્રેશન વધારવા જ? Okay. Now, Shravanam, very, very important. And the next thing is called Kirtanam. What is Kirtanam? It's got beautiful meanings. One of the meaning is called Kirti Ganam. Gana, singing. Kirti. You sing, the Kirti means the glories, the fame. The greatness of the Lord you sing. Now there are two ways of doing Kirtan. The meaning is not just, to sing the name. That is only one of the things, That's not the... Kirti Ganam is that your whole life becomes such that you are talking of the glory of God. Through your life, your work and your teaching. See, the gopis, their entire life was such that their life signified the glory of Bhagavan. All the great bhaktas of the world, their life is the what? A reflection of the glory of God. Is it true or not? They don't have to speak anything particularly on their qualities, their behavior, their interactions. That itself is what? Okay, differently. In a particular family, you say, this boy is such a well-behaved, ghar fine chhe. See, he's a true, that, sanskari gharno chokro chhe. Don't we say that? What do you mean by sanskari gharno chokro chhe? એના ઘરમાં આવે એટલા ફાઇન સંસ્કાર છે. You see him and you find કે અને આ ઘરમાં એટલા સરસ, પણ આ એવો black sheep of the, don't we say that? So he is giving a what? Bad name to the family because his behavior, the family is so great, its glory is so much, and he is behaving like not in line with anything what the family represents. You understand that? Similarly, the bhakta is such that he, to be called a bhakta of Bhagavan is not an easy thing. Isn't it true? Do I deserve to be called the bhakta? Because when I call myself a bhakta, it reflects directly on whom? On God. And do I have those godly characteristics in me? Do I reflect those godly characteristics in my behavior? Even when I say, I am a Shishya of Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, do I have the guts to say, am I anything, a reflection of that great, glorious, what? Guru of mine? Even a little bit, if I can reflect his glory, then it would make me a very truly great person. Have you understood this point? This is called Kirtanam. There's a very subtle meaning of Kirtanam, and I think it's the most beautiful meaning. You have a Swami Vivekananda. What is he called? Swami Vivekananda by his own self may have a great this, but he was the greatest glory of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa. Is it true or not? People knew of Ramakrishna Paramhansa through whom? Through whom? A Swami Vivekananda. It is Meera ka Krishna. Is it true or not? Mirabai. When anyone says, Mirabai, automatically the mind goes to whom? To Krishna. Oh, that reminds me of a very nice story. Do you like those stories? Yeah. There was a great saint, and one, what do you call them? Gwalin, the milkmaids, if you call them, translations, very sad translation. But anyway, cowherd girl. It sounds silly also. She used to, milk the cows. She had cows in her home, and then she would go and give milk to everyone. So across the river, there was another saint who used to stay, and she used to go every day and give him a kathakar. So she used to go and give him milk every day. Once the river was in spate. So she said, now he will go without milk. I can't do that. I have to go and deliver somehow. Anyway, she reached that other side, and Babaji said, Hari, how did you manage to come here? He says, I walked across. He says, what? He says, no, I walked across. Just what? Pulling my leg. What do you mean by, he's saying, no, I have heard, that Bhagwan, Rama, they put the name, they inscribed his name on the stones, and those stones floated. So I said, now I have to go and give you. So I keep worshipping Krishna, and Krishna is my Ishtadeva. So I said, Krishna, 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 and I walked across the river on the top. There was no boat, and it was on spit. So I just came. He thought she was. So he says, now how are you going to return back? He says, the same way I came. He says, okay, let me see you do it. He didn't believe this. So they came, and this girl had heard from this Babaji only, like that. So then she went, and on the way, she said, Krishna, 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 and on the water, the other side, That Babaji said, I say, but I never believe. He said, now let me experiment and see whether it works. What? Let me check out and see if it really works. So he, slowly, that girl was on the other side, Aajao Babaji, aajao. And he put his leg and whoosh, he started getting swept away. And he started shouting, he's telling her, hey, bachao, bachao. Her name was Saraswati, that girl. So he says, Saraswati, mujhe bachao. He says, देखो, Babaji, ऐसे बोलो, सरस्वती के कृष्णा, सरस्वती के कृष्णा, ऐसे बोलो. कृष्णा कृष्णा मत बोलो, अब बोलो क्या? सरस्वती के कृष्णा, सरस्वती के कृष्णा, बोलो. Now in that state you would do anything, you are told. So she started saying Saraswati ke Krishna and whoosh. You're understanding what the meaning is? That the saints, they sing the glory. Their whole life is nothing but the glory of the Lord. It's such a clear reflection of divinity in their life. When I see my own Guru and when I see Gurudev and Guruji and all of them, I see that so clearly. When they're, the love that flows to them, it's not normal love, it's not ordinary. It's divine love. And they reflect it every moment. It's not when they're sitting and doing satsang and all, then you feel that love or then something great. No. Even in our regular interactions with such great souls, you see the glory of the Lord reflected so beautifully in them. This is called Kirtanam, okay? The other Kirtanam is, whenever you meet people, you are singing. Now, this is so common. Whenever you go to anyone's house, what do they talk about? Normally, they talk about their children. Why? Because that's where their love is. Is it true or not? And endlessly you can talk about your children. And every little thing they do, today he talked, Swamiji. He spoke his first word. Everyone talks, my dear. Swamiji, he actually stood on his own. कोई support नहीं, Swamiji. Miracle of miracle. Every child does it. Is it true or not? But for the parents, Swamiji, in competition में first આવ્યો. કેટલા લોકો હતા? 5 લોકો. એ તો પૂછ્યું જ નથી કેટલા લોકો હતા કે જે હોય તે ભાઈ. But for the parent is what? And you can talk endlessly and you can look at the child endlessly. Is it true or not? પછી મોટા થાય પછી બધું you talk in a different way endlessly. But when they are small, this is called Kirtanam. What are you doing? You're doing Kirtanam of your child. You understand? Singing his glories, singing about him, and it fills you each time you talk of him, how much love is there in your heart. Is it true or not? You keep thinking of him and you plaster his picture all over the... આજકાલ તો બિચારા જન્મે ને છોડતા નથી. હજુ જન્મ થયો ને એટલે બિચારાને પટાક પટાક પટાક. It's very bad for the baby. હવે ક્યારે કોને ખબર પડશે હવે? The child has come out of a complete darkness. Have you understood this or not? Bad enough that the lights of all that delivery room are focused on it. And that is why they come out hyper. અંદર પણ hyper હોય, બહાર આવીને તો baby smile. Smile શું? Baby ને and everyone on 2 દિવસમાં તો બહાર જાય ને આમ કરે ને everyone. First, for 2 months even the father could not see the baby. They would be in a dark room with the mother. For a few days, 15 દિવસ નહીં તો even the father was not allowed to see only the mother and this. Because that's all the child is ever used to. Are you understanding? નહીં, કોઈને સમજ નથી પડવાની. પટાક 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 પટાક. અને ફેસબુક પર હજુ બિચારું તો એનું ફેસ બહાર કાઢ્યું નથી. And he's got his own Facebook account. Rama, poor thing. It's all he'll do all his life. Bhagavan bachaye. So this is called what? Kirtanam. To sing the glory. And when a person has come to any greatness, anything which is really divine and great, what will happen to that person? What will that person be able to talk about? Only that greatness, isn't it? Mirabai and all that. What would a classic story is that of Surdas. And what a, I tell you, we are so fortunate that we have all these great stories. Our stories are not Superman and Spider-Man. That is not this. Our glories are a very, very different. And they were not fictitious things. They were actual, what? People. Great, glorious. Yes. Surdas was born visually challenged. Belonged to a big family, extremely poor. Everyone used to neglect him. Everyone. One day when he was very young, a group of sadhus was passing by and they were doing kirtan. Krishna, 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 Krishna. And there must have been an inherent Krishna bhakti in his heart. Haven't you seen some children? So there must have been inherent. And the minute he heard Krishna, Krishna, his heart was completely, this is what I want to do. So he started following these sadhus. He went out of the house. He went away. Now these sadhus, they were, wandering monks. They would go into the Himalayas, here, there. Okay, where do we carry the burden of a blind child? Where will we take him? How will we take care of him? And they didn't have any women with them or anything. They said, we live on bhikshas, we climb mountains, we do all these things. What do we do with him? So what they did in the next day, they were staying the night in a temple. They just left him in the temple and went away, hoping and praying, Bhagwan, please take care of this little baby. And they went away. What did he do? He didn't know. Now imagine this young child away from home. He's blind. He's underfed. He was poor. This. So what does he? But he had heard these sadhus singing. So he started singing, and he had a beautiful voice. So whatever he knew, whatever he could sing, he would sing Krishna's name. He would sing his this. All the time he would keep doing, whatever little bit he knew. And what happened? Because his voice was so sweet, because he would sing such nice things, so people would come and give him some alms, give him some little thing to eat, etc. And then when people started coming and listening to him, they were fascinated. They would sit for some time. And when they would sit for some time, slowly and slowly, he would just say things. He's saying, you be careful, don't go near fire, there's a chance of... And whatever he spoke, what? Started coming true. So people started getting more and more faith in him. And very soon people started giving him, money more and everything. And they said, okay, we're giving you a house to stay. You please stay here and all. And he was not interested in all that. And he felt that all this was coming in the way of his what? True calling of being near God, being with God. So he says, okay, what am I going to do? He walked out of there. He says, I don't want all this. His main goal was to go to Mathura. And therefore, somehow, he went to Mathura. And then, it is said that Vallabhacharya, you all know Vallabhacharya, Pushti Marg founder. He was at that time, Vallabhacharya saw this, he was by that time in his 25, 30 years of age. And at that time, Vallabhacharya gave him Shri Krishna mantra. And he became his guru. And then told him that, listen to the Bhagavad, sing the Bhagavad, talk of Krishna, sing the glories of Krishna. And that changed his life completely. And he started singing. Remember, he's blind. He's not educated at all. And he's composed thousands of padas for Krishna. You must have heard. Thousands. And each one more, and most of them were on the Krishna Leelas, Bala Krishna Leela. It is said that one day when he was on the way to Mathura, he couldn't see, he fell into a well. He couldn't see. A dry well was there, he fell into it. And what happened? He heard a voice. He says, come up. I'm holding a stick. Hold on to the stick. I pull you out. And the voice was so sweet and so divine and so this. He says, what is your name? He asked. The child pulled him out. He asked, what is your name? He says, my name is Gopala. Where do you stay? He says, I stay in a place close by. And Surdas was so tuned to God, he knew that this was nothing but what? My own Balagopala in this form. So Surdas said, okay, fine. What am I doing? He wanted to hold Bhagwan. He wanted to touch Bhagwan. He says, now I've got this opportunity and I don't want to miss this and I want to touch him. I want to hold him. I want to bring him close to my heart. So what he started doing is, he knows how nutcut Bhagwan is. So he started saying, tu kahan se aaya, what? And then slowly, he was holding the stick. Gopal was holding his stick. So he started sliding his hand slowly. He thought he'll catch hold of that hand. Bhagwan is antaryami. You think he doesn't know what's going on in Surdas's mind? And when he tried to catch the hand of Gopal, Krishna Bhagavan went away far. He says, I don't come in the grasp of anyone so easily. I'm not going to. Yes. And Surdas ji said, Krishna, tu badi baatein karta hai. अरे हिम्मत हो तो मेरे हृदय से चले जाओ. बाहर चले जाने से क्या होता है? हिम्मत हो तो कहाँ से चले जाओ? हृदय से चले जाओ. वो तब दिखाओ. Krishna said, I can't do that. I am forever in your heart as your own self. I can't go anywhere. I can't leave you anywhere. And he started singing the glory. If you hear about the stories of Surdas ji, you know, Tansen used to sing the glories of, the same padas of Surdas. You know Tansen. Who was Tansen? One of the 9 gems in the court of Akbar. And Akbar was a great patron of music. And when Tansen used to sing, Akbar would go into real samadhi almost, in trance. He says, you sing this most beautiful bhajans, this most glorious, names of Krishna and glories of Krishna. Ask Surdas to come here and sing himself over here. I want to hear. He says, sorry, he won't come. And Akbar himself went and listened to this, And so then he gave him big land and all sorts of things, presents. Akbar went to listen to Surdas ji. These are all stories of Surdas. And with what did he gain Bhagwan? How did he gain Bhagwan? Shravanam? What? Kirtanam. Have you understood? Kirtanam was this. Have you heard of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? What did he do? Kirtanam. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go into the forest, he would be what? Singing. And wild animals, lions and tigers used to walk behind him dancing. Can you imagine that? For us it is only like what? Miracle. But if you've heard the life of very, very great saints, they would be sitting in samadhi, completely absorbed. Wild animals used to be roaming around. Haven't you heard of all these things? Not try, because we don't have that much faith, that's the only thing. But when you are within you, and you are so tuned to your own self, or so tuned to God, what happens? Patanjali Yoga Sutra says that when you have practiced ahimsa completely, you have no hinsa in your heart. Hinsa means violence at all. You have complete ahimsa. 2 things happen. Tat sannidhau vairatyagaha. In the presence of such a person, anyone with even the little bit and slightest of hinsa, either that person goes away or his violence will go away. What will happen? Either the person will go away from the presence. Have you heard of Angulimar? Buddha Bhagwan, you know Angulimar, no? No? Angulimar was a terrible dacoit type of a person who had only pleasure in killing. And he would loot. And he used to, whoever he would kill, he would cut their fingers and string it like a mala around his, that's why it's called Anguli. Anguli? he came in front of Bhagwan Buddha. What happened to him? Did Bhagwan Buddha change or Angulimar change? મને ઘણી વાર કહે ને લોકો, સ્વામીજી મારો છોકરો તો બહુ સારો હતો પણ ખરાબ કંપનીમાં કહીને બદલાઈ ગયો. Have you heard that one? My son was very good, but he went into bad company and he got spoiled. I always tell such parents, if your son was so good, why didn't the bad people become good? Both chances are there, na? Either way it could have happened. Then why is it that your son became what? Bad, and not the bad people become good? In the presence of Buddha Bhagwan, Angulimar, this went away. Here is this, when you sing, you become one with this. And I tell you, no, singing is such a beautiful thing. You can get completely lost in singing, isn't it true? Now it depends on what you sing, of course. પહેલાના જમાનામાં ટેપ હતા, હવે આજે સીડી હોય છે, પણ CDs, most of them you can't even rewrite on them. Nowadays they won't even give you that because it's a throwaway world, so everything you write and throw away. But there were, in the good old days, you taped and you retaped and you, right? So one tape was there. I had one, and on that there was a song. That was small, no? तो मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू. So every time I played, what played? बोलो, मेरे सपनों की रानी. Then I started going to satsang, and then I heard what? Beautiful things, and then I liked this song. What? दर्शन दो घन श्याम नाथ मोरे अखियाँ प्यासी रे. So what did I do? Retape. So every time I play, what happens? Darshan do ghanashyam. You understand? Otherwise, pehle what was there? Sapano ki rani. Then we became what? Are you understanding? You sing something again and again and again, you become it. Therefore, let's sing the name of God, and then we will have the arati, and after the arati, you take prasada. Now, tomorrow we have a very, very beautiful chance of doing what? See, Hanuman Chalisa we all sing, right? But Hanuman Dadani puja bo ocha kariye che, barabar na? So tomorrow we get a chance to do what? And why pujanam? Because I'm going to explain to you at the time the importance of archanam. Have you understood that? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada, Sevanam. Then Archanam. So that Archanam part will come tomorrow, and therefore all of you can participate. So I'll explain what is Archanam, how you do Archanam, why do you do Archanam, what is the importance of that, how you become closer. This is one beautiful way of expressing your love to God, or expressing love for that matter. Don't you say that? I worship the ground you walk on when you fall in love? Come on. Haven't you said that? Come on. You really haven't then loved. Because if you really love, then you say, I worship the ground you walk on. So now we are going to... Worship is part of love. That's one way of expressing your love. So tomorrow we are going to see worship as a form of what? Love.